Morning. Glad you could make it.
Where must I go?
Just come around here, follow the little path. Don't worry. That's just some fries and ranunculus. Philemon, just pick up the bowl with the fries and ranunculus, please.
He's on lunch now, sir.
These silly clowns who've come here and upset my old lifestyle.
I can't get over these rocks.
Just climb over the rockery if you can do it without bringing the whole thing down. Of course, it's a silly thing to suggest.
Where must I go now?
I'm over here behind this palm tree.
Okay. My goodness, it's amazing. I've been wanting to...
There we are.
Yeah,
Now I'm just busy feeding my birds.
I'm the health inspector for the bird.
Yes, I know. I knew you were coming this morning.
This is a form L295.
Yes, I know. There was a copy of this form 42L95 that was left here yesterday.
My goodness, what have you got here?
That's a very interesting thing here, don't you think? Careful, don't stand in that. We use that in the garden. Got some very interesting things here.
Now listen, basically my task is to check
Please
up on...
don't put your cigarette out in that bowl of water. That's the bird bath.
I'm sorry, listen, but my task is quite important. I have to check up on the health things. We've got all these birds here.
Well, as you can see, this is a very modern, up-to-date aquarium. I beg your pardon. An apiary. An aviary, I am sorry.
What's that funny thing over there?
Now, that over there, I'm glad you noticed that, actually. You know, I had that specially imported. That is a red-speckled Philemon imperatus from Ecuador.
Hey,
No, you mustn't go too close. Don't go too close.
really went for me then.
They spit.
You have to check...
And you know, they are quite accurate for a pace of about 100 meters. They really are quite extraordinary. You'll notice the fine plumage at the back. Isn't that brilliant? Isn't that lovely?
In any case, I think you need a license for quite a few of these, you know.
Well, I have got them. I have got licenses. I imported all these birds.
Yeah, but there's a lot of ill health can come if you bring them out, they've got disease.
Be very careful of that one over there. Do you see that? That is the dog-eared spanulatusum.
Wait a minute, you can't have those over there. I've seen pictures of those. They're not meant to be brought in at the airport at all. They're not allowed in here.
Why?
You may have noticed that I brought a net with me, you know. That's why.
You cannot put that net of yours down.
Yes, no, you can't
That
have that.
bird will bite you. That's why it's called a dog-eared spanulatusum.
But what about the license for it? And also, they're not allowed in here because of disease, you know.
There's no disease in here. This is the cleanest aviary in the whole of South
But why
Africa.
did you start this in the first place? Now, we've got trouble at the licensing department trying to keep it
You
control on
know
health.
what my birds are worth. My birds are worth a fortune.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but this one over here, I'm going to have to catch. It's dangerous.
Be careful of that sun lamp. That sun lamp is there especially for the Philemon imperatus from Ecuador,
Well, hold on a second.
trying to recreate the same climatic conditions.
Can you call me a second to help me? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to catch a lot of these birds and check up on them.
You're not going to catch or chase any of these birds. These birds are very temperamental, very neurotic birds. Do you know that? If you upset one of these birds with that big net of yours, you are going to be responsible. And you know...
Oh, sorry about that, but I was just getting my net ready.
Mr. Marais, are you in trouble, sir?
I'm in great trouble, yes. This man here wants to trap these birds of mine.
Don't you dare set your dogs on me. Don't you dare do that.
I won't worry about setting the dog on you. I'm going to set this dog-eared spanulatusum onto you, and then, my friend, you're going to know all about it. Yes, I told you. I warned you. Get him. That's a wonderful bird, that dog-eared spanulatusum. That'll teach that.
Are you
interfering?
Sorry, but it looks like you're having trouble, but I'm moving the conifer trees, you know? And I hear all this screaming from the area.
Tell me, how are things going at the herbaceous border?
I'm sorry, sir, but the traffic man is here with the tickets.
But I've got a nice little present for him.
Yes.
Come with me. I've got a whole box
I'm terribly
Of
sorry.
azaleas. I
Yes.
found out that he's mad for azaleas.
But now you can't now. What can I do?
Silence in the court. Stand up in court. Sit down in court. Oh, no, sorry. I thought it was the magistrate. He hasn't come in yet. Stand up in court. Sit down in court. And don't get caught. Silence in the court. Stand up in court. Sit down in court. Oh, no, sorry. I thought it was the magistrate. He hasn't come in yet. Stand up in court. Sit down in court. And don't get caught. Mr. Wouter Marais, according to docket number 4507924312, you were speeding and going too fast in a motor car on or about the 10th of May 1974, where you willfully, lawfully did go at 99 kilometers per hour, thereby exceeding the speed limit by 19 kilometers per hour. How do you plead?
Well,
How do you plead?
I plead guilty to going over the speed limit, but I plead not guilty to committing a terrible crime.
Well, that's not the
It
point.
was unintentional.
Silence in court.
Yeah, you lot shut up there.
Silence, silence.
It was unintentional.
Oh, well then, I don't know. What must I do about that?
The fine is 95 rands. I
In any
feel...
case, I'm not even the magistrate. Shh, wait, let me get on with the procedure.
But-
How do you plead to the charge?
But I thought you were the magistrate.
No, I'm the other fellow. How do you plead to the charge?
Not guilty.
Thank you very much. Can you tell me why this is so, Mr. Marais?
Well, because as I just pointed out, I do believe that 95 rand I feel that the punishment is not severe enough for the terrible, terrible crime I have committed. I demand to be flogged. Yes, flogged. And I demand to be flogged publicly in the main street. That's how serious this offense is.
Wait,
my 95 rand
Order.
to pay for the speeding fine is
Order.
quite insignificant.
Order. Order in the court. You must try and control yourself, Mr. Marais. With great...
Justice must be done.
I think you are far too, how shall I say, mature, Mr. Marais, to be take a flogging, especially with these new...
Nonsense. One is as old as one feels.
Especially with the new canes we're using. Now, I'm going to fine you, and...
No, I'm not paying the money. I demand to be flogged in the main street, in the street, the main square, on Saturday morning. I want to be made an example of, so that other people who go 1 kilometer over the speed limit, they will know.
Do you want to be flogged? Well, how much do you think you're worth? 28 rands? 38 rands? I'll tell you what, I might be able to organize something like a public auction, but in the meantime,
Beg your pardon.
you are disturbing the good order and procedure of this court. Fined 435 rand 20 cents. No option of flogging.
No!
Come around afterwards and we'll talk about it. In the meantime, you'll have to be fined.
You can't do this to me. Let go of me. You can't do this to me. This is terrible. You can't do it to me.
close the door, please, sir?
Just give me a chance to get inside the shop, and I'll see what I can do about closing it for you.
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
Good afternoon. The name is Marais.
Good afternoon, Mr. Marais. I'm very pleased to meet you. My name is Nell.
Mr. Nell?
I wonder if we can interest you in some nice attire, sir. I don't mean attire, you know what I mean?
Yes, well, I think it's very obvious that if someone strolls, as I've just done, into an outfitting shop, one has come in to be fitted out in some way or another.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. What can I show you?
I'm looking for a blazer.
A blazer?
I want a navy blue blazer, double-breasted.
Yes, if you just come over this way.
I don't want any of these fancy things. I just want an ordinary blazer.
We've got some really delicious stuff, so just move over this way, please, sir. I'm terribly sorry, sir. It's one of those. We've got these movable stands, you know, and they're all over the place.
Yes, there seem to be more than one dummy around
ridiculous,
here.
man. It's really ridiculous to have stands like this all over the place.
Oh, these are lovely grey slacks.
What can I do about it? Just step this way, please.
These are lovely grey slacks over here. What it is?
I'm terribly sorry about that. I can't apologize enough, sir.
But surely those dummies are worth a lot of money. Those
No,
models
I'm
or
terribly
whatever
sorry.
they are. These grey slacks over here are rather nice.
Yeah, but I don't think we've
Pure wool, are they? Ah, yes.
I'm afraid I don't think we've got those in your size, sir.
Why? This looks like my size.
Well, are you what they might call a sort of the more mature figure, you know?
I notice these ones don't have turn-ups at the bottom. I want turn-ups on mine.
You know, today, sir, with all of the new mod stuff, it's a bit more difficult.
I'd better have a pair of braces as well. I suppose
No.
you do know what braces look like.
No, with the mod stuff, we don't have that. So can I just, can I just try this on you, sir? You know, you said...
No,
you
I
wanted
don't
blazer.
want that.
Well, just-
Don't bring that near me.
Just try it.
That's mustard. I want a navy blue blazer. That's all I want. An ordinary navy blue double-breasted blazer. That's all. I don't want that mustard thing with the yellow stripes, please.
I don't want to try and influence you with undue duress, sir, but just try it on. There's a full-length mirror over here.
All right, I'll try it.
Just over here, sir. But just careful of that dummy, sir. Sorry, you know, it's ridiculous.
Have these dummies all over the place, not only standing around, but trying to serve you as well.
Right, just try this.
All right, I am trying it on.
How do you find it's very nice on, you know. I must say you look becoming in it and almost sort of dashing, as you might say.
Well, I don't suppose it's really all that bad. It's got a rather nice cut to it.
You know, you look as though you cut a certain dash with a kind of a flair with it, I must say.
Do you really think so?
Yes, quite honestly, I do.
Well, I must say that it's a very nice fit. It's very comfortable around the shoulders.
That's right. Just wait a minute. Now, let me just put it.
Tell me, is
put
this-
it on you like this? That's it.
Is this very trendy?
No, this is a marvelous style. It really is. If you walk out of the shop here, you'll notice all the heads will turn. I'm really sure, sir, that you...
Well, I just hope that you're right. I just hope that you're right. You know, I don't normally wear this sort of stuff, you know, but it is really rather nice.
I think it looks marvelous on you.
Right, well, that'll be all. Thank you.
Right, sir, here's your slip.
Thank you very much.
The rest is up to you, sir.
No, I'm going to wear it. Oh, you're going to wrap up the other jacket, the old one, yes. Thank you.
There we are, sir.
Thank
And
you.
here's your slip. Thanks very much, Mr. Marais. Do call again.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Cheerio. Well, I just hope I don't look too ridiculous. People are giving me a little glance now and again, but perhaps they're giving me a glance out of pure admiration. After all, one's only as old as one feels. Why shouldn't I sort of step out in something occasionally, like the,
Are you the owner of this car?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, you know, there's such a thing as a parking meter, eh? And a little pink ticket. You know what a little pink ticket is like?
I know what your little pink tickets are like because I've got so many of them at home. I'm keeping a collection of them. Thank you very much. This is the new one. Thank you. I hope next year you'll be bringing them out with new color schemes on perhaps mustard.
What's an old grandpappy like you doing in all this mod clothes now? Eh? I see you going into that shop there. You come out in all this mod gear, eh?
What's the matter with this jacket of mine? Eh? Do you think this jacket is funny? Does this jacket... Come